Welcome to Scare Talk, a horror movie podcast for horror film reviews, ratings, rankings, and rumors. Now for your hosts, Danny, Joel, and Katrina.
Oh, yeah, this is Scare Talk. I am Danny, and I'm here with Kamikaze Katrina.
Okay.
And we've got Jackpot Joel.
Oh,
Hey guys, what's up?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm a
With the
jackpot. You're a
jackpot.
kamikaze. All right.
Okay.
So, surprisingly, we have not discussed the movie we're going to be discussing today. There's been a number of these, the holiday that has passed over the years, St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
So this year we decided that we're going to jump into it and talk about Leprechaun.
Yes.
And his pot of gold. So, Joel, can you tell us who's a part of it?
All right. So this one stars Warwick Davis. He is the Leprechaun. He was in Willow. He was in Leprechauns. I can't believe there's even this many of them, but there's actually more. 1 through 6.
Wow.
And yeah, there's actually 8 in this franchise, but he's in the first 6.
Okay.
And he was in the Harry Potter franchise as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Then we've got Jennifer Aniston in her, I think her first movie. It's one of her first. If not, it's like her first like starring role. And she was in He's Just Not That Into You, Horrible Bosses, Murder Mystery, and most people know her as Rachel on Friends for 234 episodes.
All right.
And then we've got Ken Olate. He's Nathan. He's the love interest, I guess, in this movie. He was in 14 episodes of The Young and the Restless. 48 episodes of Super Force. You don't know what that is. And Marry Me or Die.
Oh,
Nice.
This was written by Mark Jones. He wrote Nightman, 25 episodes of The A-Team, Rumpelstiltskin, and 16 episodes of What's New, Mr. Magoo.
Oh, okay.
He's got some like Scooby-Doo like credits on his like writing or like screenplay as well. Like what? It's kind of random, but okay. This was also directed by Mark Jones, who directed Rumpelstiltskin, Nightman, and Scorned. So,
All right.
yeah.
All right.
Rumpelstiltskin. I haven't seen that, but I remember seeing like the cover of it at like Blockbuster or whatever. It's
There's probably been a
movie.
few different, There's probably been a few different Rumpelstiltskin like interpretations and stuff.
Yeah.
Over the years, so
Yeah.
he did one of them.
Not surprised that
Yeah.
he would do one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So this one is about an evil, sadistic leprechaun going on a killing rampage in search of his beloved pot of gold. He needs the gold.
Yeah.
So the ratings on this one are just
Probably pretty
through
good.
the roof. We've got, for Rotten Tomatoes, we've got a 31% on the tomato meter.
Okay.
And we've got a 33% for the audience score.
Okay.
And then
Solid.
yeah. And then for IMDb, we've got a 4.8.
4.8.
Yeah.
All right.
So the best score is IMDb's. 4.8.
How many on IMDb ranked it?
You're going to make me look that up, huh?
Sorry. I mean, it's what, 90, 91,
92.
92?
Yeah.
So, just curious, 30,000.
Thank you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, before we get into it, chasing around this leprechaun, trying to find him and trap him can really
Yes.
build your thirst.
Yeah, it's worn me
And
out.
the best way to quench that thirst is with Liquid IV. Yeah, so you want to drink your Liquid IV. It's a powder that you put in your water, and it helps quench your thirst. It has a lot of electrolytes, more than what you would get in a sports drink.
Yes.
And there are all kinds of flavors. There's a sugar-free options as well. There's energy options. There's sleep options too. But the main thing is the electrolytes and keeping you hydrated. All right.
We've got an acai berry tonight.
Oh, all right. Acai berry. Real people, real flavor, real hydrating. Get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code ScareTalkCode at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code ScareTalkCode at liquidiv.com.
So let's see it work instantly to hydrate me.
All right, well, this movie was fun. I had fun with this movie. I think I may have seen it once before.
You've definitely seen it once before because we watched it together.
That's what I thought. But lot of this movie I did not remember.
A few times.
Maybe I fell asleep or something. I did not remember a lot of what I just saw.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like I would have remembered a few of these scenes.
I remember laughing at some of them with you, and you seemed surprised this time. I thought you were joking that you didn't know it.
Yeah. I mean, I knew the basic premise of the gold and all that.
No,
but I didn't
but like
remember
certain kills, I thought you were joking that you didn't know.
So
usually
just a reminder.
That has a problem with
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This movie definitely stuck with me.
Yeah.
Because every time I was like, oh, I remember this.
Well, just as a reminder, for all of our episodes, we're staying spoiler free. We'll give you our ranking. And then if you want us to, or you want to hear us get deeper into the movie, which this one you definitely will want, because we're going to talk about the different kills that are
so deep.
Funny. Yeah. And then you'll need to go to our Patreon, patreon.com/scaretalk, and sign up there, and you can get all the spoilers for all the episodes and also some extra episodes each month.
Yeah, yes. We've got a couple subscribers. Dan, I'm trying to stay awake for you tonight. And Caitlin will be there. Yeah. So join them.
But yeah, I had fun with this. I mean, it's not a good movie by any means, but it is entertaining enough for me to get a good laugh out of it.
Yeah. 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 It's silly. It's fun. And it's, I mean, how many other St. Patrick's Day themed movies do we have? So it goes well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tackles the question that I always had, which was, do leprechauns like Lucky Charms? They do not.
Yeah,
they don't like.
But
Lucky
it wasn't
Clovers.
Lucky Charms in the movie. Yeah. Those were Lucky Clovers.
Oh, on the box.
Yeah.
That was quite a big spoiler that you just did.
Was it?
It was a key plot point.
I'm pretty sure that box said Lucky Charms on it.
I thought it did too, but Danny kept saying that it was Lucky Clovers.
I thought it said Lucky Clovers.
Because they even mentioned Lucky Charms multiple times in the movie. So.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree with you, Joel.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it says it was.
But I was trusting Danny.
Okay. Well, anyways, yeah, he doesn't like those. What'd you guys think of the leprechaun himself?
I thought the look of the leprechaun was fabulous. They did a great job with like his outfit, his look, his like little run, everything.
Yeah.
I just thought that was probably like the best thing going for him in this movie.
Yeah.
He's very energetic.
What about you?
And
Yeah.
like to jump around quite a bit.
Yeah.
Well, and he took his job of being a leprechaun very seriously.
Yeah, he did.
He
He has to
definitely
stop in the middle of what he's doing.
to take his
to
Yeah.
certain things.
yeah. Everything about being a leprechaun was very important to him.
Yeah.
He really took it seriously.
Yeah. It's his one
That's
job,
who he
so
is.
he
Yeah.
should.
Yeah. It's just
Warwick
the core of who he
Davis.
is.
Warwick Davis, is he a little person?
Yeah.
Or he is. Okay.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's why, like, yeah, I mean, he was in that movie Willow with Val Kilmer, and he was a little person in that as well, and he was the named character Willow.
Okay.
And there's a character in the Harry Potter movies. I forgot what his name was, but he's I when I saw that that was him, I was like, okay, that because they don't hide the fact that he's a little person at all in any of his movies. And so
that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Well, I'm glad
he definitely wasn't a kid.
No.
Yeah, I was just wondering if it was like some sort of trickery or
Yeah. Kind of like, when I'm sure he was thrilled to get the job, but it's like the one role that we have for you is the role of the leprechaun. It's kind of kind of seems like it'd be a little insulting, but
hey, I'm sure he's all right with it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's I want to say like he's a horror icon, like
he is. I mean,
he's like a known horror character, even if you're not a horror fan, you know of the Leprechaun.
He's been the Leprechaun more times than we've had a Candyman. So
yeah,
like, and he's in the movies a lot more than Candyman is in his own movies. So it's like if Candyman's a horror icon, then Leprechaun definitely is.
Right. What'd you think of the movie, Joel?
It was fun. I had seen it once or twice before as well, and I remembered Jennifer Aniston being in it, but that's really about all that I remembered for this movie. And some of the kill scenes were pretty funny, which we will get into. But it's I'm trying not to say this in a spoiler way, but some of like the practical effects that happened in this movie were really good as well.
Yeah,
I thought they did a really good job.
Yeah.
Even throwing in a little bit of CGI, a little bit of like effects in there.
Yeah.
Some like early 90s effects.
Yeah.
It was kind of cheesy, but for what it was going for, it definitely worked. And I thought it was entertaining. I mean, I don't know how the rest of the franchise is going to be if we're just like, this one's okay on like the first movie. Usually the quality goes down from there, but
maybe next year we'll do Leprechaun 2.
Yeah, I think we have enough movies to keep going with this. Yeah.
So next
then we'll
St.
get to like
Day.
There's been a Leprechaun in space, Leprechaun in the Hood. And,
of course, of course.
I think that was like the third or fourth one was in space.
Third one I think was the space one, and fourth was in the Hood, and then back from the Hood or whatever, or back to the Hood. So
this is gonna be great.
It gets pretty insane pretty early on in the franchise. So.
Does he go back to Ireland at all?
I don't know.
I don't think there's been one where it's in Ireland. I don't know.
There was like a Leprechaun Origins or some sort of prequel.
Then.
Yeah,
for some reason.
It's not Warwick in those. That's like 7 or 8 or something.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
So we don't see him in those.
we do learn in this one that he's 600 years old.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. So he definitely is not a kid.
Yeah. Gotta go back
Yeah.
to the beginning.
Gotta go back to the origins. That's just
Yeah,
him,
the
though. That's
origin
not
is
all the
gonna be
leprechauns.
really late. Yeah.
He's 600. Like the leprechauns could be even older than that.
That's true. He had to come from somebody. So
Yeah.
Unless he's the first leprechaun there
yeah,
was.
it could be.
Mhm. So yeah,
So
it's fun.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
I don't.
I
There's really not a whole lot to say about the leprechaun. Not this one, at least. Like in space, might have more to talk about, or like in the hood. But like for this one, it's it takes place in a where were they like
it's like a farm.
Yeah, like farmland.
Yeah,
In one of the new states. Don't remember which one it was, but
New
like
Mexico,
no, it
New
was
Hampshire,
further.
New
No.
Jersey,
Or was
Yeah,
it
it was
north?
not New Jersey.
North
North
Was it
Dakota.
Dakota.
North Dakota? Yeah. Yeah. Not a new, but a north.
Okay.
And it's just Leprechaun wanting his gold back. Like it's
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
it's
I
not
mean,
a
the
whole lot.
movie.
There were some inconsistencies
Okay.
where his main goal was to get his gold.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But then it was like some of the things that he chose to do. One of the kills, it was like, why? He doesn't even have your gold. Like there was no reason that you need to like keep chasing after him and kill him. And then there was another one where it was like, he's like, that'll teach you from stealing from a leprechaun. But he didn't steal from the leprechaun. Like, and he knew he didn't because he was just holding on to it for the other people. So it was like, you didn't have to like go and kill him and everything. Like, just take your gold back and leave. Like, so
Yeah.
he was a little like kill happy. At the
Well,
beginning, especially.
Danny did describe him as sadistic, so in the
Yeah.
description.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where even if he had gotten all of his goals, he wouldn't have left them alone. Like he would have gone after the people. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like someone has your gold, whether they're keeping it, whether they're stealing it from you, or they just happen to see it. Like to him, it's all the same. Like you stole it from him. So
Yeah.
he's gonna
and
get you.
He needs every single one of them.
Yeah.
Everyone.
He does.
Every single corner.
Yeah.
So there's a certain character in the movie who he does something that kind of the reason why he needs every single one, he's missing one. And one of the characters had done something. And that part where they find the gold and, they're kind of looking at it and stuff.
Yeah.
That part was so bad.
Bad. I don't
and it's like, I'm not sure if like they're trying to make fun of him for his because he's slow and, his comments and like, are they trying to make fun of that or
I think they're just trying to highlight it. They're trying to like make sure we know he is disabled, and it's just not very tactful.
Yeah.
I don't. There's some decisions made in this movie where I'm like, why did we need to do that? Like, why? I mean, why did we need a character like that in this movie? Was it to make us feel better about the fact that a grown adult is hanging out with like a 12-year-old child? Like, I don't like.
Well, and I think
they have the same kind of.
It was supposed to also like give you this like, oh no, they need the money, because it was like his whole reasoning around needing this money was so that they could get this surgery to fix his brain. And then he's like saying, I know it won't fix his brain. I know we can't do that, but he thinks we can.
Yeah.
And so it's like supposed to be this like heartfelt, like touching moment. And it's like, oh my gosh, this is just
but
offensive.
when it's explained to him, he's like, I have something wrong with my brain. Like, he had no idea. Like,
Yeah,
so even bringing it up in the first place was,
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
his
Like-
idea.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know.
man.
I'm trying to justify a little bit, but it was
Yeah.
definitely not tactful,
Yeah.
not
Characters that can never be made today that's one of them.
No.
yeah.
And it's like, to me, it's like comical how bad it was done.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Like it was very unnecessary, like you said, Joel. And like, yeah, the comments about the surgery and the operation,
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, and the just that whole character and that like little aspect to him was
Yeah.
just, it was poorly done, but
The actor could have been in
had
it
a
and
laugh.
played a completely different type of
Mhm.
person, and it would have
Yeah.
worked the same. Because,
Yeah.
well, you wouldn't have had somebody done what they
Well,
did
that's the
with them.
thing. Yeah.
So they
Well,
needed to
but
expand
it
on
could
the
have been
end of
the
the movie.
kid doing that. It could have been
Yeah.
like the young kid doing that, where he's like, "Oh, we've had Leprechaun Gold before," and thinking it's like a chocolate coin, and
Yeah.
you know,
They're like, how are we gonna do this end?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's how we got to do it. So now we got to do the whole movie different. This character needs to act this way the whole movie.
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly.
So we can justify why the last 10 minutes of the movie needs to happen.
Exactly. Otherwise, he has all of his gold coins, and it's like, okay, well, you
yeah, it's over.
go away now.
Yeah, we don't get that last 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are we gonna
Oh man.
do? All right,
Yeah.
well, let's rate it and then get into spoilers. This one's hard to rate.
Mhm.
It is. It is.
Who wants to go first?
I'm gonna give it a. I'm gonna give it a 63.
Okay.
I was gonna give it. I'm going between like 63, 68 because I will watch it again. It's funny enough to like watch it again. It's super goofy and silly. There's no like the actors weren't like cringy, like it was fun,
Well,
Yeah, yeah.
I know. One of them may have been.
There's like weird parts in the like weird choices, like we said, with the characters and everything, but it was still fun to watch and everything.
Yeah.
But I'll stick with the 63 just because I don't feel like it deserves to be up higher.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty fun. Like it's funny that you guys say like it had some pretty good practical effects, because the parts that stand out to me were like the things that were just so off the wall and ridiculous.
Uh-huh.
And like
Well,
it felt like very low budget.
Yeah.
I'm talking about one in particular part of the movie with the. Otherwise, yeah, the effects aren't like the best. They're not Nightmare on Elm Street level of effects, but
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
was one scene I thought was done fairly well. So
Yeah, I'm excited to talk about specifics. So I'll stick with 63.
All right. What about you, Joel?
I think I'm gonna go with 67.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, it's yeah. Like you said, it doesn't quite deserve to be at sea level, at average.
Mhm.
'Cause I like the idea of the movie a lot more than the execution of the movie.
Mhm.
The idea of like the Leprechaun, a horror movie about the Leprechaun is
Mhm.
and this was I believe the first of that type of horror. So I have to give it credit for that.
Mhm.
But yeah, the writing wasn't great. the there were some some issues with it here and there. We've already talked about some of it, but yeah, and some of the kills, as funny as they were kind of like, I don't know where this movie is trying to like go. I don't know if it was trying to be slapstick or if it was horror or
Yeah.
like I just
Yeah, it was hard to tell.
It didn't know where it wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because you'll have some horror moments, and then you have these two characters that are just like off the wall, like kind of great, like just written really weird. And then you have some of the kill scenes, which are like just completely, I don't know. Like there's one in particular, one like what? Okay, that's a choice, but it's just I don't know. It just doesn't know quite fully what it wants to be. So I'm like, okay, this is 68. I think is what I get.
You said
So
67.
67. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
67.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
where it's going.
I'm going 69.
Oh, okay. I thought I
Yeah.
was going to be high.
I was gonna
okay.
be in the 70s, but then hearing you guys be like, well, as fun as it was, it shouldn't be in that range. And I do kind
You
of
can
agree
have
with
it up
that.
there.
Mhm.
I think this is one of those movies that like you said, I think it didn't really know what it wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
At times it was very clear, but then at
Yeah.
other times it was like, okay, now we're trying to be a little more serious.
Mhm.
But I think if it went full on just comedy,
Mm-hmm.
then it would have been in the 70s.
Mhm.
Yeah,
There was some stuff where it was like,
Yeah.
okay, this is kind of boring. Let's get back to the fun.
Yeah.
And we don't need all the other things. So yeah, it's about as good as it can be for an entertaining bad movie, but just not quite there. So
Yeah.
69.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, so
This has been scary.
Has it been? Come and join us on Patreon where we can do some talking about the little ins and outs of this movie, the kill scenes and whatnot.
Yeah. All right.
Don't
Well,
get spoiled.
yeah, come
Hi.
join
Yeah.
us. Otherwise, we'll talk to you later.